In the heart of Namibia stood Katutura General Hospital. It was a bustling hub of activity, a place where the rhythm of life and death intertwined daily. The staff here worked tirelessly to keep the local community healthy, and among them was Dr. Elias Nambala, a well-known and respected physician. His reputation for being firm but effective had earned him the admiration of his peers, though his strict demeanor sometimes rubbed people the wrong way. Dr. Nambala, tall and broad-shouldered, with a sharp feature of a man who rarely smiled, was known for his no-nonsense approach to his work. He had seen countless emergencies, handled difficult cases, and expected nothing less than perfection from the nurses and junior doctors under his watch. Today was no different. The ER was buzzing with patients, and Dr. Nambala was on edge. Among the nurses on duty that evening was a woman named Anna Shikongo. She was relatively new, or so it seemed. Anna, with her quiet demeanor and calm posture, blended seamlessly into the background of a busy ward. Her hairstyle and modest uniform gave no indication of any seniority, but those who worked with her noticed how efficient and knowledgeable she was. She moved with purpose, never rushing, but always getting things done the right way. When Dr. Nambala was rushing through the rounds, he glanced over at a patient who had been waiting for a blood transfusion. He frowned, noticing that Anna was attending to another patient instead of preparing the men for the transfusion. "Nurse!" he barked, striding across the room. "What's going on here? Why hasn't this patient received his transfusion yet? Are you not aware that time is very crucial and critical in cases like this?" Anna looked up, startled but calm. She was finishing up a procedure with another patient. Her hands were very steady as she adjusted the bandage. "I was just about to start, doctor. I needed to stabilize this patient first." Dr. Nambala cut her off, his voice rising with impatience. "There's no time for excuses, Nurse Shikongo. You should be able to prioritize properly. We don't have the luxury of being slow in a place like this. If you can't handle the pace, perhaps this job isn't for you." The other staff in the ward were tense, their eyes darting between Dr. Nambala and Anna. It wasn't uncommon for him to scold the nurses, but this time something was different. Anna didn't flinch. She didn't look down in submission or rush to explain herself. Instead, she met his gaze, her expression steady and unreadable. "With all due respect, doctor," Anna began, her voice even. "I understand the urgency, and I'm handling the situation as it should be handled. I know what I'm doing." Her calm response took Dr. Nambala aback. He was used to immediate obedience, no defiance. His frustration deepened. "You think you know better than me, nurse?" he demanded, stepping closer. "In this hospital, we act quickly. We don't tolerate negligence. If a patient dies on your watch because you took too long, it's on your hands." Anna stood her ground, refusing to be intimidated. "Dr. Nambala, I assure you, the patient will be taken care of on time, but I won't compromise the care of one patient for another. That's not how medicine works." Dr. Nambala's jaw clenched. He had never had a nurse talk back to him like this one, especially in front of other nurses. "If you don't follow orders, I'll make sure you face disciplinary action. This is not a game." Before Anna could respond, another voice cut through the tension. "Is everything all right here, Dr. Nambala?" The voice belonged to Dr. Paulus Mvula, the hospital's medical superintendent. He was an older man with a gentle demeanor, but a commanding presence. His graying hair and deep set of eyes carried a weight of decades of experiences. "Dr. Mvula, I was just dealing with a situation," Dr. Nambala replied, clearly frustrated. "That's enough, Elias," Dr. Mvula interrupted kindly but firmly. He then turned to Anna with a knowing smile. "I think it's time we reveal the truth. Don't you think, Dr. Shikongo?" A ripple of confusion passed through the staff. Dr. Nambala blinked, looking from Dr. Mvula to Dr. Anna in disbelief. "Wait, what? Dr. Shikongo? Dr. Shikongo?" he repeated, confused. Anna smiled softly, removing her nurse badge and placing it into her pockets. "Yes, Dr. Nambala, I'm not just a nurse. I am Dr. Anna Shikongo, the senior medical officer of Katutura General Hospital. I've been working undercover to observe how the staff operates and to also assess how we handle pressure in real-life situations." The nurse he had been reprimanding, the woman he had scolded in front of everyone, the lady she was trying to embarrass, was not a nurse at all. She was his superior. You are the senior medical officer? He stammered. Yes, Anna replied, her voice calm but authoritative. And what I've observed today is not just about how we treat patients, but how we treat each other as colleagues. Leadership isn't just about giving orders, Dr. Nambala. It's about respecting the team around you and understanding that medicine is a collaborative effort. We all want what is best for the patients, right? But that doesn't give anyone the right to disrespect their colleague at all. Dr. Nambala's face reddened with embarrassment. The rest of the ward had gone silent, watching in shock. He had been lecturing the senior medical officer, completely unaware of who she was. I didn't know, he said, his voice quieter now, the arrogance drained from his tone. I'm so sorry, Dr. Shikongo. I acted without thinking. Anna nodded, her expression softening. It's all right, doctor. We all make mistakes. But the important thing is that we learn from them. This hospital can only function at its best when we work together as a team. And that includes showing respect to everyone, whether you are a nurse, a doctor, or a junior staff member. Dr. Mvula stepped forward, placing a hand on Dr. Nambala's shoulders. Elias, you are a talented doctor, but even the best of us have things to learn about leadership. Dr. Shikongo's undercover work has shown us areas where we can improve. Let us use this as a moment to grow. All right? Dr. Nambala nodded slowly, still processing the situation. He glanced at Anna, now fully aware of the respect she commanded. Thank you, Dr. Shikongo. I won't make that mistake again. Anna smiled, the tension easing from the room. That's all I ask. As she walked away, the staff exchanged looks of awe and admiration. They had all heard of Dr. Shikongo's reputation, but none has expected to blend in so seamlessly as a nurse. Dr. Nambala, still humbled by the experience, stood quietly, reflecting on the lesson he had just learned. The hospital returned to its usual rhythm, but something had changed. There was a new fold of respect among the staff, not just for Dr. Shikongo, but for the importance of treating every member of the team with dignity. Dr. Nambala, though humble, knew that this moment would shape him into a better doctor and a better leader. And as the day went on, the hospital thrived under the quiet but powerful leadership of Dr. Anna Shikongo, a woman who had showed them all that real authority comes from understanding, respect, and wisdom.